Hello. No, it's going to be black, but whatever. Oh dear. Oh dear. Somebody needs to just put me out of my misery right now. Okay, so this has everything in it. My goat's milk, my lye, everything. I'm going to put the activated charcoal in now because I'm just going to mix this. Oops, shit. Basically, what was that, about two full tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons. Yes, for those of you new, I said tablespoons because these are bigger than a teaspoon and smaller than a tablespoon. Now there's a little tip for you. If you clean your stick blender in like a cup of water, ignore how gross it is. I haven't cleaned it today. I just tipped the water out, put new water in it. Always put a little bit of dishwashing liquid in it, because dishwashing liquid is a surfactant. What it'll do is when you're cleaning your stick blender, it's going into the water with the oils on it, and plain water is not going to wash all the oils off, whereas if you've got a surfactant in there, which is what the dishwashing liquid is, it'll bind to the oils, and then that will come off and your stick blender will be easy to clean. There you go. Tips and tricks with Lee. Yeah, you don't need to faff around with this. New colours in spatulas from Kmart. They've got mint and the blue. They didn't have the blue. Well, my Kmart didn't have the blue or the mint, and these came in the mail, so I was pretty happy that I got new colours because I only had pink and grey, I think, and a teal colour. I don't know. I get excited about new coloured spatulas. This is my life now. This is my life. I'm easily pleased, which is not a bad thing. But anyway, I'm not going to just pour this in the mould. If I was just going to pour this in the mould, I wouldn't have filmed it because I've already made 3 others that look like that and I didn't film them. What I'm going to do, I'm just making sure that all the activated charcoal is not, stuck around the edges or anything. That's why I'm using the spatula. I can see on the stick blender, if I can get it in the light enough for you to see, maybe there. Can you see on that there's still little bits? So the activated charcoal hasn't been fully incorporated yet, so I'm going to give this another stick blend and then we'll do something a little bit different. Now you can see how black that is. Like if you get a good activated charcoal, you don't need a lot. This is from Range Products. I don't know why I'm showing you this because I just said it, so I don't actually need to show you, but that's what I got. And what I've used for quite some time. I've never had a product from Range that I don't like. So, and that's much better now. Alright, so I'm going to give it a bit more of a mix because I want it to be just a little bit thicker for what I want to do now. Not much though, because this what I'm about to do doesn't require like super thick soap. And it's nothing fancy, and you probably have seen people do this before. It's not, revolutionary on you. I just wanted to do one of these soaps just a little bit different. My apologies if there's a bit of noise in the background. I've got the dryer on. If you watched my last video, which was whatever it was, black raspberry vanilla, you'll know that I'm an idiot and overflowed the sink. If you didn't watch that last video, I'm an idiot, overflowed the sink, and I'm now washing and drying all the shit that I had to soak up all the water with. Life lessons. Don't leave shit on when you don't listen to see if it's finished. Don't listen to podcasts when you're filling up a sink full of water. There you go. That's my lesson. So we're going to go about 3/4 of the mix. Right. Now, like I said, this is nothing revolutionary. It's a little way to add a tiny bit of excitement to a black soap. Oh no, let's go with that. So I have a puffer bottle with gold in it. Now what I'm going to do, so this is just easier than using a tea strainer, although it's a lot more likely to give me lung disease. But I think I'm already on my way there anyway, considering how much shit I normally breathe in anyway. So I am going ham with this. Now if I was doing a layered soap, I wouldn't put this much in because there's potential it wouldn't stick. But I'm doing this for a reason. I want a lot of mica in here because what I'm going to do now is, instead of very gently pouring this in, I'm going to there's gold in there and in my lungs and in my eyes, probably in my ears. I'm now from a great height. Let's see if we can put this where it's not going to hit the camera that way. I'm going to pour this in here and push the gold through the soap like this. What? Gonna have to move back a bit because I've just hit the camera. Oh shit. I never explicitly said that I was a good shot. Not once did I say that. You will never ever 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 hear me say that I am a good shot, because I am not. Anyone who knows me like in real life knows how bad I am. This is why I don't play sports. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. The real excuse is I'm lazy and I hate sport, so unless you call like playing pool a sport, well I suppose it is. I like playing pool. I haven't played pool for a long time. Used to own a pool table once upon a time. Always wanted a pool table. Bought a pool table. Hated where it was situated because it was in where the kitty litters were. And I had no one to play pool with because I lived on my own. Although I did play pool by myself quite a bit. Because I went and played some comp for a little while. So I was practicing a fair bit. And then I had to move out of that house and I was like, I'm not moving a goddamn pool table. So I sold it. I think for a pretty good price. I can't really remember. I'm just going to say that because it makes me feel good. It could be a total lie though. I don't know. And there you have it. I mean, it's still just a basic activated charcoal soap, but it'll just, it should, I won't say it will, but it should have some swirls of gold through it because of that. All the other ones have textured tops. So what I might do, here's also another little thing. When you've still got like a really fluid soap like this, you can't really texture it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just doing like an infinity swirl, but I'm doing it bigger on one side. So it's got a little bit of texture on it. Now if I move it too much, it'll lose it because it's still very, very fluid, right? So we're not going to move it too much. I'm just going to clean up these sides just a smidge. I don't know why I'm cleaning up the sides a smidge, who knows. And then we're just going to go back over this with the gold, and what the gold will do will bring out that that texture that we just added to it. So God almighty, these things are great, but you know, lung disease. I'm just saying. Actually, you know what? Let's do that again. So let's go. I was just thinking it might do that, and it has. It's actually dragged. Oh, that's really nice. I've never done this before. There you go. Something revolutionary and new. For me, anyway. Whoop. There you go. That's a different top. You can't really see it because of the lights. It's actually really pretty. I don't think... There's a few bubbles in this, I'm noticing though. There's no texture now because I've done this. Oh God, I hate, you know how much I hate fruit flies and flies? Whoa. Why are they in here? There's no fruit. There you go. There you go. Now you can see. See how it's just sort of like this? It's still covered in gold, but it's just dragged it through a little bit. That's really pretty. I like that. I don't like that big bubble just there, but we're just not going to worry about that. This is where she sits for Instagram, so I'm just going to do that and then I'll just leave her there. she can stay here and be beautiful. Alright guys, I will see you momentarily for the cut of a black soap that hopefully has some gold drops. Not drops, but just a little bit. We'll see, I guess, you know. I mean, you guys will wait 3 seconds. I'm going to have to wait a day. Alright, bye. I forgot this happens. But it's such a cool, it's actually a really cool effect. When you put your soap in and then you puff your mica in, it coats the sides of the mould. So then you put your soap in, of course what was coated on the mould sticks to the soap. And there you go. So it looks really cool, actually. I'm really keen to cut this. I hope there is some gold. I'm getting gold all over my fingers. There's some gold swirls of some sort in here. I'm kind of expecting there to be nothing, honestly. Come on, what are you doing? Pitching now? Doing? Fine. There we go. Oh yeah, there's nothing. It's just black. It's just black. Just black. Just black. Yeah, there is a little bit. You can, I don't know if the camera picking that up. Just here, it looks like. No, not really. Oh, that's a disappointment. I thought I'd coated it enough. I've done this before, and it's not. That's just what. Oh no, that's me. It's just on my lens. I have done it before and it worked. Maybe I just didn't do it thick enough. No, well there you go. Lesson learned. That didn't work. It doesn't matter. She's only expecting a black soap anyway, so it's not like I've let anybody down. Except for myself, perhaps. Ugh, the worst part about cutting a black soap with no gloves on is fingerprints. I should have put a pair on, but it doesn't matter. I am actually really disappointed, I have to say. Like, it's there. I don't know if you can see that. Now focus. See, there's a little bit just here. But it's seriously, it's not enough. Nah, doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, it's definitely there. Nah, anyway, it really doesn't matter. Perhaps if I just kept a tiny little bit of Paperback and coloured it gold and done like a little drop swirl, that might have worked. You can actually make a fairly gold colour if you only use a little bit of soap butter and a lot of mica. But you have to use a lot of mica and a little bit of soap butter, like what I just said. Oh, he stopped. Boogly's being annoying. I fed him and came down here and he's now just howling. Separation anxiety probably, I don't know. Because he's old and sick now, he does it every time I come downstairs. But I can't not work, so he'll just have to deal with it. I mean, he doesn't want to go to bed as well. And then he settles down and goes to sleep, so it's all good. It's fine. Alright, well, that was not as exciting as I was hoping, but there you have it. Alright, my friends, I will see you for the next one. Bye.